What's up, guys? Welcome back to Daniel Talks Football right here on YouTube. I'm Daniel and we are back with another video. It's my birthday. It's my 18th birthday today. However, there is some massive news in the football world, so I do have to sit down and speak about it, even if it's not quite the right time. Nottingham Forest have sacked Steve Cooper. Now, this is obviously massive news. Steve Cooper has been at the Nottingham-based club for 2 years now, bringing them from the depths of the Championship. They were struggling in the Championship when Cooper took over, lifting them obviously to promotion in the first season and keeping them up last season. However, Marinakis has decided that it is time to let go of Cooper and bring in a replacement in the form of Nuno Espirito Santo. In this video, I want to sit down and have a look at this, see if it's the right decision. Personally, I feel it's not. Before we do get into it, please make sure to smash that like button, comment down below, and also subscribe to the channel. Going for the TikTok and the Instagram, Daniel Talks Football on both. It's my birthday and it's all I'm asking for. I promise. I haven't asked for anything other than for you to like the video and subscribe. So please do that. Right, okay. So that's going to happen quite a bit, I think. Nottingham Forest. Steve Cooper's been sacked. Now, obviously, as I'm sure you can tell, I'm not a Nottingham Forest fan. In fact, I hate them with every single bone in my body. However, this is massive news, and I can take my personal bias out of it and go, Steve Cooper is a good manager for Forest level. And I understand that the results have possibly soured a little bit recently, but Steve Cooper is the right man for that job. And I maintain that. Even if Forest were to go down this season, which I don't think they would have done under Steve Cooper, I still feel as if he would have been the right man to bring them back up. And after Forest's time away from the Premier League, coming up for 2 years, then going down for one and then coming back up, that's allowed, that's fine. And I have a feeling all Forest fans would have taken that when Steve Cooper took the job. And even last season, I feel like Forest fans would have taken that. Steve Cooper's done very well with that group of players, and we can't ignore what he has done. I understand the results were souring, but is that particularly Cooper's fault? You're bringing in a whole new influx of players every single year. You've lost a star player in Brennan Johnson and had to try and, balance that out by bringing in, was it 7 or 8 players on deadline day in the end? That is difficult for a manager to sort of plan out and do. And clearly Cooper hasn't been able to manage it quite here. Look, they're in 17th place, and I understand that there is a risk of them going down. However, I look at the other teams in this league this year, and I think Forest under Cooper would have been safe. I can't see Luton, Burnley or Sheffield United doing better than Forest. I do genuinely start to wonder if the 3 promoted sides will just go back down. Because while I want to back Luton to stay up, I want to back Burnley to stay up. I think Sheffield United are gone. But I want to back Luton or Burnley to stay up. I don't know if they will. And I feel as if Cooper would have been the right man to take this Forest squad forward. However, Marinakis has pulled the plug, and he has brought in Nuno Espirito Santo, which I think is a really poor appointment. Espirito Santo was sacked in Saudi Arabia for a reason. He is not a good manager. I want to put that out there right now. He is an average manager, at best. I think this Forest squad needs stability in that manager position, simply because the players aren't stable, and the players do know that you could be getting a massive new influx of players very soon. You've sort of seen a couple of players from that Championship winning promotion squad have been isolated over the past few weeks. People like McKenna and Worrell have both been pushed to the side. Again, I'm sure you'll see them move on at some point soon, and that's just losing the core of that side that brought Forest to where they are today. Cooper was another massive cog of that, and I feel as if replacing him with somebody like Nuno is not the right thing to do, in all honesty. As I say, Nuno did okay he didn't do okay in Saudi. He did really badly at Saudi. He did well with Wolves, I think it's fair to say. He then failed at Spurs, obviously, he was there for 7 games, and everybody saw that he was out of his depth. And then the next job he got was in Saudi Arabia. He's a boring appointment, I think it's fair to say. I can't particularly foresee much better football coming from, well, there won't be much better football. It's a boring appointment, that's what it is. If you wanted to get rid of Cooper, I would have understood it if you would have gone out there and brought in, a massive shining light of a name. If you got rid of Steve Cooper and you went out there and went, right, let's go and chase Wolves still. You know, would have been an interesting appointment. Would have been an ambitious appointment, you could possibly say. An appointment I don't feel like Nuno is. It's a statement. I don't know if it's the right one to send. Because yes, he did okay with Wolves for a couple of years, but he failed at Spurs and he failed at Saudi. That Wolves job was a long time ago now. And these last couple of results from Forest have possibly started to lift them up a little bit more than the results earlier on in the campaign. I think it's the wrong time to sack Cooper, and I definitely do not think that Nuno is the right man for the job. But what do you think? Do you think Forest will stay up? I still think they will, and I think that's why everybody will look back at this appointment and go, yeah, it worked. I think they would have done better under Cooper than they will do under Nuno. I think they would have stayed up regardless. However, I think because Nuno will just about keep them up just because the league is so weak in general, I think people will look back at this and go, it was a success. Even though I feel as if in most other years, I think if Forest made this decision last year, I think Forest go down. But anyway, that's my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you all again in the next video. See